Is it gonna show the whole screen like that?
Yeah.
Not show my pictures coming in.
What?
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's still. You suck.
Hi.
I'm out.
Coffee to your Labrish with Mona Indefatigable Heights. And I've been going all night. Yes. Trying to get ready for this. We about to sip some coffee and drink some tea, boy. So I had to have a butterscotch because I have been preparing to do this and bring you this tea. So, guys, here on my screen is the lovely Kelly Rowland. Kelendria Rowland. Now, I wanted to tell you that it's no secret that Kelly has never got to push into the spotlight from any music label she's ever been signed into. And it's actually very sad because Kelly is such a wonderful artist. And so I wanted to do a piece on her. And my title for the piece is Free Kelly Rowland's Career. Kelly has never gotten the proper backing from any music label. But I also have evidence that, the industry seems to be like blackballing her, like keeping her under wraps or something. And I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to see if we can effect change, because I grew up in Jamaica, and where I grew up, like, my mom was always listening to a talk show with like Barbara Gludan, and I was always listening to like soft rock. That's what we grew up on because, we're ruled by the British, and we have a lot of European affinities and a lot of European type media that comes towards us too. So I've always loved that soft rock, soft pop, R&B, type of feel. Like, I love reggae, but R&B is really my thing. Pop music, soft rock music. I love the Rod Stewarts and all that. So for Kelly, she has been an artist that started out with Destiny's Child. And starting out with Destiny's Child, she was one of the original 4 members that were brought to us in the media that we saw as the Destiny's Child, that was presented as the group that we know for all the hits that they made. Kelly has always seemed like really shy as a part of the group. And I don't know if Kelly was really shy, or if this was the persona or the character that she was trained to play by the people who created the group. This research that I've been doing is I have been actually reading the book, The Unauthorized Biography of Matthew Knowles, Making of Destiny's Child. And this is an excerpt from the book that speaks about the excerpt from Stacey Latoyson, which was a member of Girls Time, which was the original name of the group before it became one of the names of the group before it became Destiny's Child, which it changed like 4 or 5 names before it became Destiny's Child. Stacey was one of the girls that shared lead vocals with Beyonce at the beginning of the group when they were Girls Time. And so when they did the interview and Kelly said, I'm the second lead vocalist, and Beyonce was like, and was throwing shade, this is how they trained the girls. They brought the girls into the group. Initially, there were 2 lead vocals in the Destiny's Child, 2 lead vocals in Girls Time, whatever group, the name of the group, there were 2 lead vocals. All right. Also, with the lead vocals, I feel like once Matthew put his hands in the group and began to create his product called Beyonce, create and market his product called Beyonce, I believe that the girls in the group were told or trained or taught to basically play a certain persona. So like the persona would be like Kelly plays, the shy one and the one who's always like Beyonce's cheerleader. And, Latavia, she was like the PR, and Latoya was just like seem always laid back. This is an excerpt from Stacey. Stacey talks about her entrance into group and what it was like. So she says, we played truth or dare, hide and go seek, and danced around, but mostly we dreamed of being singers. If we were at Beyonce's house, Solange would be right there trying to join with everything that we were doing. It was about 3 or 4. And she talked about going into rehearsing, and she said, and all the girls and the parents had a definite dedication to making sure the group was successful. She said, shortly after that is when I started feeling like there was a shift of attention, maybe some favoritism. It started somewhat subtly, but became quite obvious later. During that time, management had changed slightly because they were always changing management. It was a revolving door for the people who were managing them, revolving door for the names of the group, revolving door of the members of the group. It was a lot of changes to make Destiny's Child. She says, during that time, management had changed slightly, and we were managed by Andretta, Miss Ann Tillman. Andretta was the one who was financially backing the group. Like, she didn't really have much management skills as far as marketing the group, but it was her money financing them. Denise and Deborah were the ones who started the group initially, that founded the Beyonce and the initial members of Girls Time. So Denise and Deborah were still around, but didn't have much presence once they asked Miss Ann to step in. By that time, Miss Ann was working with a small staff that included Alonzo Lonnie Jackson. Stacey goes on to say, the late hours were wearing on me, and then I started noticing that the producers would call Beyonce in to sing when we first arrived at the studio, allowing her to sing while her voice was fresh. Me, on the other hand, I was always calling to the studio at 3 and 4 in the morning to sing after I had been napping and waiting on my turn to get into the booth. Most of the time, my voice was scratchy, and it took a minute to adjust because of the fact that she was sleeping. So what that ties into is just to show you like how they were creating a product called Beyonce. Once they decided that Beyonce was going to be the lead singer, once they decided that Matthew decided that this was his product and he was going to market her and push her in the best way possible, regardless of, the girl group. He was going to use the girl group to make Beyonce. It just shows how like the studio, the people who were involved in making the group started to treat the girls. They treated the girls a certain way. They treated them separately and differently from how they treated Beyonce. I've seen it in a clip that I'm going to bring to you in part 2, because this is part 1. In a clip that I'm going to bring you in part 2, I've seen where they were Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle were being interviewed by Oprah on their Destiny Fulfilled tour. They had just before the album, they had an interview with Oprah, where Oprah asked them, why are you coming back? Like, why do you guys have to come back? Like, why do you have to come together and all of this? And Michelle was doing her speech, and she said, well, it was really exciting because, we had all the girls recording together, and not everybody separately, and, things like that. I'm going to go deeper into the product that was created, which is Beyonce, but this is not Beyonce's video. This is Kelly Rowland's video. So that's just an idea of what the girls had to do and what they had to go through. This video, you see the clip. I'm going to put a link down below after the video. Guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. It's Coffee, Tea, or Labrish, and we're bringing the coffee and the tea and the Labrish. It's about Kelly Rowland, free Kelly Rowland's career. This clip right here, Destiny's Child wide open audition live. In this audition, we see Beyonce and Kelly as lead singers. I really cannot really feel Beyonce's performance. I didn't really like it. I didn't really enjoy it. But Kelly blew me away because this was one of their early performances. And for everything that I've seen in the internet saying that Kelly was not developed and Kelly was out of breath and Kelly was always this and that, I was looking for it, but I was impressed with her voice. I was impressed with her timing, and I was impressed with her talent. And hers is the only talent that I was impressed with in this video. Check it out, guys. All right. Now, this is David Lee Brewer, which was a vocal teacher for Destiny's Child. He's also mentioned in the book. In the book, they mention David Brewer, where they actually say that he was, let me give you that tea because I want to make sure that I tell you exactly how they brought this to me. Daryl, they call him Daryl. One moment. Daryl. Even in the book, they talk about Kelly's voice and Kelly couldn't dance and Kelly this and Kelly that. But that's okay. In this clipping, one moment. Let me catch this tea. Okay. So there is a clip saying, Daryl, they call him Daryl, but his name is David Lee Brewer, the vocal coach. In the book, they says, I was getting frustrated with Matthew because he didn't know music like I did, but looking back on it all, we both had egos and we both wanted our respect. We didn't feel that either of us was getting the respect that we deserve, and that's where things began to sour. Daryl had grown to love the girls and cared deeply for their well-being. He had spent a lot of time with them, so when things didn't come to fruition, it was a hard situation for him. He says, I'm a true believer that things happen the way they're supposed to happen. Beyonce would have been successful regardless. As a matter of fact, I wanted to name the group Beyonce. I was into one-name groups like Van Halen, and I thought the name Beyonce was so different and creative, but Matthew said that the other parents would kill him. He laughed. Me and Matthew may not have always seen eye to eye, but one thing is that we both knew the girls deserved a record deal. Okay, so the vocal coach is not Daryl. His name is David Lee Brewer. In this clip, at the 54:47 mark, David Lee Brewer says that he actually liked Kelly's voice. He just wanted it to be more developed. And he never said that, he didn't have anything bad to say about Kelly's voice. It's just this imaging that they've given to her, which makes it seem like she is not good enough. She has never risen above. She can never reach Beyonce. And it's just kept her in that box for the entire duration of her career, whether she was with the Destiny Child's group or whether she's been a independent artist. Okay. Nelly, and Kelly Rowland's song Dilemma is a song that it was her first song on her solo efforts. This song actually had 1 billion streams on Pandora about 3 weeks ago. And I did a short piece on Kelly Rowland, and I did tell you that Kelly Rowland is on the minds of everybody, and I don't understand why we're not seeing her, why she's not being played, why she's not being shared, why she's not being promoted. Okay? Now, I did want to tell you a little bit about this Dilemma song because it's very important to see where Kelly went when she actually when she did this song. In this song, Kelly actually texts Nelly using an Excel spreadsheet on her phone. She was ahead of time. She was plugging new technology. The song was everything. The song and the sound put fear into the hearts of the Matthew Knowles and the Beyonce camp, because this song actually stayed on the Billboard charts for quite a long time, and it delayed Beyonce's album Crazy Dangerously in Love a couple times. Okay. Once this song was released and they saw that Kelly was going to bypass what she had done and been in Destiny's Child, it seems as if there's a stoppage, a blockage, or something put on Kelly. There's an obstacle, there's a mountain. We want to kick it, shove it, move it out the way. Now, this song, when I heard this song, which I know millions of people, when they heard this song, were just like, what? I was like, I didn't even know Kelly Rowland could do this. Like, is this our Kelly, our shy Kelly, the Kelly that they told us this, we were so excited to see Kelly come out of her shell and give it to us. She brought what needed to be brought. She brunged it, okay? I was excited. We were excited. So we were looking for what's next in the life of Kelly Rowland. But over there at Columbia and Sony, where Matthew Knowles was allegedly, they were conspiring to put a stop in Kelly Rowland because Beyonce was R&B artist, Kelly's R&B artist, so we could not have this. Okay. So what they did is they gave her next project, which was Stole. Stole is like a pop rockish sound, and it's a political song, and it's a song like the Eve song where she's talking about like how could you be the mother of your kids and all that. After we had just came from hearing the Nelly I Need You and the Young Girl Story and Summertime at Girl, someone man and woman and excitement and teenage love and pop it, and Stole was more like a ballad, and it's pushed Kelly into a different genre. And one of the things that he also mentions in the book that I haven't gotten to yet, which is what has me doing my research, is that Matthew said that Kelly was never supposed to be marketed to the American market. She was always supposed to be marketed to the European market so that they could leave the market open for Beyonce. That's why Michelle went and did gospel music, because where else was she gonna go? What niche? What hole? What can you? Where can you dig a hole for yourself to exist in the world of music where Beyonce was coming from? Destiny's Child. It was just not possible for any of the ladies. Okay, I watched a clip with Farrah talking about she was one of the Destiny's Child. She was the one that they brought in with the same time as Michelle after they put Latoya and Latavia out. So in the clip, Farrah said that they were to go to I don't know, overseas, and I think Australia. Nothing was coming together, and Michelle called. She was sick and she was going through her problems. Nobody cared because the machine behind Beyonce was like, what's the most important thing? And she says that, Michelle called her and she's like, oh, girl, let's just do it. Come do the tour and let's go, because once we're done, we could have our own projects. So this is how they brought them into the group. Because remember, you've seen the making of the bands. You've seen enough making of the bands to understand that these groups are not created by 4 people that were friends. These groups are created by people who come in and audition for this position. They come in and audition to be able to be a part of a group or band. The creation has to have a story, a backstory, and a storyline in order to catch the attention of people like us. Okay? So these people are chosen for that. I understand that Michelle was chosen because they didn't want to have any more people come in that would take the attention off of Beyonce. Michelle is beautiful. She's wonderful. But she has never really gotten the light or the shine that she deserves either. I don't even know what Michelle's voice is really. And that's the way how the group was created. So leaving the group, doing her song Dilemma, and then being directed by her management team, because I've been on the internet and I've seen the stories and I've seen the tea and I've seen the this and the that, saying, Kelly should get over it and Kelly didn't do this and Kelly did this and Kelly did that. No, when you're an artist, you're assigned to a label, you're assigned to management, you do as they say. Especially when you're a young artist, you have no say, you have no decisions, you have no decision in your wardrobe, you have no decision in your videos, you have no decision really in your songs. They choose the songs, they tell you, hey, this is what you're going to see. Okay? Until you make enough money to go independent, it's only when you're independent that you have any say in what you're doing and what you're producing and what you're providing to the world. Okay? All right. Now, as far as I can see, Columbia Records and Matthew Knowles, they purposely alienated Kelly, her solo fans that she had accumulated with her Dilemma song, by pushing her into a totally different genre of music that she was alien to and that we weren't ready to see her go into, because we wanted to see the follow-up of the Nelly I Need You. We wanted to see that. After the Stole song, Kelly did an interview in 2016 with SXSW Music, and at the 52:24 mark, she talks about the Stole record, and she was very talented. She pulled that record off. Even the video is it's white people in the video. It's geared to a demographic of people that were not the us. And so that would have pushed her into a different genre altogether. The video, the song, the words, the lyrics, everything. It was an older song than her. It was an older song than her time. And it was an older song for where she was to be at the time. Now, I wanted you to go take a look at the video, because she does explain that she wasn't ready and the song wasn't really her heart. And that she was being like pushed towards a different demographic than she was used to, because at the time we were used to hearing the Beyonce, the Destiny's Child, bills, and no, and all that. So it was just something different, but they had to kind of move her out of the way so that Beyonce could take her position, because that was the actual agenda in the beginning. Now, I want to know, is it just me, or does anyone ever question like why Black celebrity blog pages really ever post any music related content pertaining to Kelly Rowland? Like, I just have questions. Like, the world has questions. I have questions. Like, my 5-year-old daughter brought this song to me, Kelly Rowland's Coffee. She brought that to me, and she brought me the flowers. And she's 25 years old, and I am, I'm 42. But I'm just saying that, like, we're two different generations, and we both love Kelly Rowland the same way. Like, I'm playing it in the house like every day now. Like, I literally know that I play Coffee at least 100 times a day. And if I'm not playing Coffee 100 times a day, I'm playing Flowers 100 times a day, because I play those two songs every day now for the last month interchangeably. And I just want to say, like, these songs are touching our hearts and they're touching our souls. So why are they not being shared? Why aren't they being posted? Why isn't Kelly Rowland tea catching, our eyes? Like, why is it like nothing? Like, why is it she's going to be a Where Are They Now story? She's here now. She's actively producing music, and it sounds great. It's touching people, and she's on our minds, and we want to see her. Now, guys, I want to talk about Kelly Rowland's accolades. Kelly Rowland began her career in 1997 with one of the best-selling girl groups, Destiny Child, who have sold around 60 million records worldwide. Now, catch this tea. As a solo artist, Rowland has sold 40 million records worldwide. So this means that she's almost on her way to passing the amount of records she sold as a member of Destiny's Child. They sold 60 million records worldwide. Kelly Rowland has sold 40 million records worldwide as a solo artist. Catch that tea. Now, I'm excited about this, because this tells me that the next step is for her to move into a place of passing that. I'm looking for us to do, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for us to help Kelly Rowland surpass her obstacles. I'm looking for her to surpass the records that she made as a Destiny Child, because I'm looking for her to do it now in 2021. I feel that she was I'll say cock block from 1997 till now. And I feel like at this point, okay, so all right, powers that be, Matthew knows, he set the contracts. I don't know what those contracts said. Those contracts, I have like questions about the contracts that Destiny's Child, Girls Time, and all of these groups assigned. I have questions about Kelly Rowland's her contract that she signed initially, and Michelle's contract, Latoya Latavia. I have questions because now that they are now that Beyonce has retired and she's no longer doing music, she says, and we can the rest of the music world can move on. I want to know, are we going to be able to see music from these people actually go somewhere? I am excited of the Normanies and the Chloe's, and the Beyonce proteges and the people like Beyonce and those type of artists, but I'm looking for like the Kelly Rowlands, I'm looking for the Mayas, I'm looking for those artists to be shown on our screens. Like, I'm looking for their music to be streamed. I'm looking for us to talk about them. I'm looking for them to be on our blogs, our Black blogs that talk about, Black businesses and support our own and Black Lives Matter and all of these type of things. I want to see these artists. Now, I'm trying to see Kelly Rowland definitely surpass the 60 million records that she sold with as a part of Destiny's Child. If she's at 40 million as a solo artist, I know we can definitely stream Kelly Rowland and show the powers that be that Kelly Rowland is an artist that deserves her flowers now. Okay, she has done the do. All right, now Destiny's Child has sold over 60 million records worldwide, and Billboard magazine ranks the group as one of the greatest female acts of all time and inducted the group in 2008 into the all-time Hot 100 artists. Okay, with their 60 million records worldwide. Kelly Rowland at 40 million records worldwide, we can surpass that. If what we've been hearing since the induction or the introduction of Destiny's Child to us as a people is that Kelly's not good enough. Kelly is in her shadow. Kelly is a backup. Kelly should get over it. Kelly should do this. Kelly should do that. Well, now that Kelly is out here doing all of the great, wonderful things that I see, I want them to be shared. I want us to see. We want to know. We want to know. We want to see, and we want to share. We want to be a part of the Kelly Rowland dream team, so we can see what we haven't been able to see all of these years. Now, the next thing that I wanted to talk about is Kelly's new projects. All right, she has a new song out. It's a new single. She has a new all newness. Her Kelly Rowland's coffee song, she says, it's an ode to, the video is an ode to Black women. I'm not gonna lie, I play this song 100 times a day. I'm gonna play it when I'm done here. I'm gonna play it again. It's on repeat. It's over and over and over again. I don't stop it. I don't block it. It just keeps going. It's in my spirit. Even when it's done, it's in my spirit. I'm still singing it. All right. She says, I just wanted it to be an expression of Black beauty and the different variations in tones and body shapes. I was really inspired by Black women. This is NBCnews.com. And NBCnews.com is carrying the tea. They're sharing the Kelly Rowland tea because NBCnews.com is going to be catered to a European demographic of people and not to the people that we need to see that we are coffee. Hello? Huh. The Kelly Rowland just dropped a new EP, K, and the K stands for okay, from my heart to yours. Miss Calendria Rowland wrote on social media announcing the album's release. The 40-year-old R&B and soul vocalist has 3 entrancing new songs: Flowers, Speed of Love, and Better. That's alongside her singles Hitman, Crazy, and the latest Black Magic. The inspirational music video for Black Magic highlighting Black lives, Black success, and Black laughter and fun premiered earlier this month. I love Black Magic. It says, when it all falls down, they're going to write books about us, she sings. When it all goes down, how will the world look without us? Her son, 6-year-old Titan, and newborn Noah cameo in the video. Kay is Rowland's first full-length project since 2019 is the Kelly Rowland edition. Last year, she gave us a sexy twist on Breakfast in Bed Coffee and had an appearance in Beyonce's visual album Black is King that made us all weep. The Destiny's Child album gave life to her new EP just a month after giving birth to Noah, her second child, with her husband, manager Tim Weatherspoon. I am very proud. Her mama must be very proud. We're all very proud. All right. So, Kelly's song, Coffee, is a song recorded by American singer Kelly Rowland from her upcoming 5th studio album. It's her 5th studio album, okay? It was released on April 17, 2020 by Rowland's own label, KTR Records and Rock Nation's Equity Distribution. So she's an independent artist that is signed with Rock Nation. Coffee, a bedroom-themed up-tempo pop song that was written by Rowland alongside Nick Green, Sid the Kid, and Marcus Palacios from The Interns, who also produced the song. Now, let's hear some things about Coffee and some reviews. Idolater's Watch said that although Coffee was not as radio-friendly as he hoped, I don't know what he's talking about, it never wears out its welcome. It surely does not. The track runs for just over 2 minutes and bounces around your head long after the final beat. True, true, true. Unsmashed described the song as a bouncy bop. Will Lavin of Enemy wrote, on the seductively alluring Coffee, Rowland sings, coffee and sex in the morning. Breakfast in bed got me moaning. Before you go to work, I need you to go to work. Pardon my sincerity. You know I'm a rarity. My love be your therapy. All around a remedy. Baby boo instead of me. These bitches would never be. Put it down like it's heavy, baby. Honeymoon, that wedding day, that, I ain't got no, melody, rhythm, and tune. Editors of Billboard, but I love that coffee, okay? Editors of Billboard, Gab Ginsberg and Jason Lipschitz described the songs as a pop, leaning morning 6 jam accompanied by a crackling beat to match every innuendo, and I love it. Now, Vulture.com says Kelly Rowland is craving some coffee in her first single since 2019's anti-bullying song, Crown. Rowland sings an ode to coffee and sex in the morning. They say morning would do a body good, baby. Clearly you agreed, so don't be trying to leave stare with me. Ooh. So that's why Coffee is stylized in all caps. It's urgent. Despite the lyrics, the music video shows Rowland sun-drenched, dripped in sand, coffee-colored skin glowing, and not a man in sight. She and her girls, all different shades of dark skin, just pose on an empty beach. Their beauty speaking for itself to me. Coffee is about embracing your individuality, sexuality, or imperfections, and it makes me feel like that. Rowland said in a statement, not comparing yourself to others, we need to celebrate ourselves more often. With this song, I want you to have yourself in mind. I want to remind all women all over to reignite their magic, and Coffee does that. Just like the video, no men required. Finally, a sexy song that won't make quarantine any more depressing than it already is. Truth. Now for the tea. Here I have, now I wanted to talk about what I believe is her being purposely sabotaged in America and like her home country, and they're pushing her to a European market. They are, I believe what I've seen is they're actually like stealing her streams. Because for Kelly Rowland, like anything that she achieves is a big moment for us that are her fans because of how many things that have been said and done to try to keep Kelly in a box. So anytime she breaks out of that box, we're super excited. And so, we have been keeping watch on like her streams, because honestly, not many R&B women have streams by the billions, and streams are how you tally your worth nowadays. So we are looking for, what Kelly Rowland streams are like. We're going to be looking at other people's streams. This is what we're doing. Cafetier Labrish, we are trying to see where we can understand where our artists can be more promoted, where our artists can be more celebrated, where our artists can receive their accolades and their flowers when they're truly deserved. My issue is that The type of song that Kelly does, it's more like soul music, like music that goes into your soul. And it's clear today that like you have to sell like sex, like you have to sell like negative sex images. It's like borderline porno, and then a lot of violence in your videos. And like it's like if you're not doing all of that, if you're not promoting so much certain imagery, if you're not promoting certain lifestyles and characteristics, then your music is not going anywhere. um the female artists do not have like expensive vocals anymore. The vocals are like more like airy, and it's like we're getting something that sounds like slower paced, and almost like as if these artists are like spaced out, like they're like in a drug induced stupor while they're doing the music. Like that's what we're getting, the Grimes allegedly, and the FKA Twigs, and the weirdness. When you hear it, you hear weirdness, and you're like, no, I cannot. um these artists are the ones that are giving the music that have like like an echo effect, and they all sound like they're singing inside a like a tunnel, like I don't know. um the only artists that are really allowed to have like the expensive vocals or to showcase real talent are like white artists. We're not really seeing our black talent showcasing real talent anymore. And there's a reason for this, because you have to be a part of the agenda, and the agenda is not to have good music, soul music going out, because it can that can turn the agenda. The agenda is to have people talking about popping mollies and drinking lean, and that's it. Like if you're not on a beat, like porno looking, it's not working. And so this is the reason now why I bring this to you, because here we have Kelly Rowland. A couple weeks ago, she was at 1.72 billion total streams, and then she was at 1.76 billion total streams, and then when she got to like almost 2 billion streams, she was at 1.9, and we were like watching, like I know I, as well, along with all of her fans, were watching with bated breath, waiting for that 2 billion to hit, because we're just like, okay, Kelly Rowland is rising, nothing can stop her. And this happened. Let me find that for you. One moment. Oh, God. Jera! Oh. Come this way right here, and come help me right here, because I'm not finding one of my slides, and I need it.
Which one?
This one.
It's and
You can show your song.
no.
Okay, guys, let me just find this one, because I want to show you. After we got to 1.9 billion streams,
Give it a second.
what occurred?
Looking for the 39. That should be.
That's not it.
You had a lot of slides.
Just find it over here for me,
How do I do over there?
because I don't think you have it here.
It's weird.
That's not it.
Oh no, I guess we just didn't add it. It's weird. You're pressing present.
Okay, where's the slide?
I don't think we added.
Okay, I needed to add it. You can't add it?
I mean, you're already doing the video.
Okay, so can you not add the slide? No?
Okay.
Okay, wait, so if she's...
I haven't added to.
Wait.
Alright, go.
Close the door, baby.
No?
All right,
Yes, I
baby.
know,
You cold?
Go back in the bathroom.
Where's your towel?
I use a paper towel.
Okay, guys. Please forgive me for this.
Mommy, somebody has to put.
Amara, go put your clothes on.
Mommy, somebody has to buy the potato gummies.
Okay.
What does he
And it's 0.
All right.
Just go do it.
Okay, I guess this is intermission.
I'm sorry. Technically, this is your fault.
Check them up.
I'm not sure.
Then check my body out.
No.
Check them up.
I need it under the picture.
Yes, I know.
Check them up.
I'm Mari. Can you? I'm making a video.
I told him this. Amara, go put your clothes on, please. Where is it? You see it? I can't.
Go up for me. Go up.
No, it'd be somewhere around here. Is this it?
Is it?
I can't see.
This is my assistant, Jira.
Uh-huh.
She's, yeah. I guess we're only gonna see that portion of her. At least we get to see her lovely teeth. Papa, what's wrong?
Well, I guess he hasn't put his clothes on. He gets cranky about that. Although I put it in the bathroom, I'm not sure why.
Oh my God.
Just hold on. We probably should have reviewed before we went onto the stream.
The what?
We probably should have reviewed the slides.
It took so long. Listen, just honestly, it took so long just creating the slides. You know, this is my first little foray into like showing you slides. Like I have not done that yet, so bear with me. Okay, in the middle of my video, I do not like it, but okay, whatever.
There you go.
All right, so we went from. Let me build the momentum again. We went from, excitingly, guys, 1.72 billion streams. Yes, Kelly Rowland fans, we're watching 1.76 billion streams. Then Tajara eats up the food from the camera staff. Then we went to the 1.9 billion streams. So we're almost at 2 billion. And we're like, yes, Kelly Rowland. And oh, she gonna reach 2 billion. And everything I go great, cause we are gonna go and Ayaka streaming is your KPI, your key performance indicator. So this happened. 398 million total streams. Where the hell did the streams go from billion to million? Where's the billions? I never said this yet. This is where it's at now. It's stuck. So as soon as she made it to 1.99 billion streaming total streams, her streams were taken away. Like, how do you take away streams? I'm still trying to understand, right? Then YouTube is playing with Kelly's. YouTube is playing with Kelly's numbers. All right. I want you to take a good look at the hours and the views of the screenshots that I'm providing for you. All right. In the last screen, it shows that they subtracted the views and made them even lower. So even over 3 hours, they paused her views. Then they made them lower. She started at 112, 621. She had, the 23K. Then it went to 1.8. Then it went to 2.5. The views were at 112. Then it went down to 92,000. She's losing subscribers. She's losing views. She gained her subscribers back, but her music videos are stuck. And I don't know how her music videos could be stuck because I myself, I'm listening to Coffee through YouTube 100 times a day. So this should be like climbing and climbing and climbing. That's why I need us to take a look at our artists, guys. We need to take a look what's going on with our artist music. Like, why are artists being blackballed? Like, for me personally, I'm not impressed. So this is also another statistic that I've taken a look at, I'm wondering, like, why does she have such high views on other platforms, but on YouTube, on one platform she has 12 million plus views. On this platform she has 7.3 million views. On this platform she has 3 million views, and then YouTube says 457K views. Like, how can it be 457K views? We're having millions of views all over the place, and we are actively watching her videos. So I wanted to talk about it because I just feel like I enjoy Kelly Rowland's music and I enjoy what she's doing. So I want to bring it to you because I feel like we need to talk about it. There needs to be dialogue. I need people to be sharing their music videos with the Black blogs, like the Shade Room, you know, the Black bloggers and the Black businesses and the Black this and that, you know, our media houses, our media channels, like, need to be showing us like real music too. Like, we don't mind the Normandys. We don't mind the Cardi B's, the Megans, the, you know, the Lil Nas X's and everything else, but we do want some good music as well. I have a question because Kelly Rowland is signed to Roc Nation just as Normani is, right? She's independent, but she's signed to Roc Nation. And my question is, why does Kelly Rowland have issues shopping her music like to radios when you have Normani coming out and it's saying impacting radio immediately? Her song last week, Wild Side featuring Cardi B, well, a couple weeks ago, Wild Side featuring Cardi B will be impacting pop, rhythmic, and urban radio immediately after release. Official radio ads will be announced on Tuesday. Like, is it because Cardi B is on it? Is it because they have the twinning agenda on it? Like, what is it? Because it's a porn, like borderline porn? Like, is it the stripper scene? Like, is it Cardi B's naked body with her baby inside? Is it feeding some kind of fetish? Like, I'm not understanding, like, why would this hit radio immediately when you have the same backing and the same label and you're not being promoted or marketed or assisted in getting your music to radio as, you know, another artist on the label? Why is that? Is it because you won't get naked? Is it because you won't, you know, bring twinning agenda or, you know, facilitate some types of agendas that we're not seeing within the Kelly Rowlands and the Mayas and all of this? Because they've been there and done that, and they're independent, and they do not have to do that anymore. And we, the people that love their music, do not feel like they should have to do that anymore. Kelly Rowland appeared on the Ellen show this past March 31st, 2021, performing her song Hitman. I want you to check out this performance because this is one of the best performances I've ever seen that Kelly Rowland has ever done live. And the reason because she is so open and free. There is no twerking. It's African dancers. I don't know if it's African dancers, but it's it seems it's like an African dance troupe. I don't even know. Like, I will go a little bit deeper and get some more information as to who the dancers are, but I am excited. The video is exciting. The song is exciting. Hitman is really awesome. It has a little island flow and an island vibe to it. So, you know, I love it. I would love to see Kelly Rowland with like a Shensia or, you know, Spice or something. Like, I want to see Kelly Rowland on my TV screen. I want to see her like with artists of the day, like crossing over. Like, Kelly Rowland has always been an artist that has that appeal that when she does a song with another artist, that it's a breakout song and it goes everywhere and it's like magic. Just saying. This performance, I felt like she was free. I felt like she was not having to do steps. I felt like she didn't have to do coordinated a choreography. I felt like she could just be herself, and the song that she's given to us is herself. And I feel like this music that she's presenting is the real Kelly. And I felt like the last 4 albums were her trying to find out who Kelly Rowland is really, and now she's found it. She's K, and this is K, and we love K. We want to see K. I'm excited about K. I just need us to see Kay being promoted, being shown, being respected, being given her accolades. She's a very diverse artist, okay? That I don't understand why she's not getting the airplay or the radio play or any of those things that we are looking for. Because we are actively looking for Kelly Rowland as to the reason why she would have 1 billion streams on Pandora. I mean, we want to hear her voice. Yes. Hello. Also now, I wanted to talk about Kelly's latest project. Kelly's working on a collaboration with Just Fab. She's doing it's a 90s fashion as a whole was a reference when collaborating with the design team, Just Fab. She added, particularly during the era of the supermodel when the likes of Naomi Campbell and Christy Turlington dominated the runways. Rowland was inspired by that time in her life and the era's fashions when designing her first fashion collection, a clothing and shoe line in partnership with Just Fab, the online fashion retailer owned by Textile Fashion Group, whose portfolio includes Savage X Fenty, Shoe Dazzle, and Favoritism. It offers a membership program that provides its 2.1 million VIP members with discounted prices. While Rowland has collaborated with the Los Angeles-based company in the past as the face of Just Fab, this marks her design debut. This is a brand new chapter for me, which makes it just really exciting, she said. Rowland's collection includes true tops, bodycon dresses with slits, blazers, heel sandals, sneakers and boots in earth tones and pastels. It's all available at justfab.com starting today and priced for members between $35 to $50 for clothing and $40 to $60 for shoes. So it's very economical. I just found this out today. I didn't even know, like, in my research, because I'm doing my research. This is part 1 of the show, which is the free Kelly Rowland's career. And I just found out about the actual the clothing that she's doing here. And I'm super excited about that. Really and truly, as far as Kelly Rowland's projects and her different news that she's had, the only thing they've only promoted, like what I've really seen promoted, is really like on white media, like mainstream media. Her pregnancy, her marriage, and the things surrounding her music career has never been showcased on any of the platforms, not on rock, like the label that she's on, like black media, like anything like that. And I find that to be sad because there is a demand for Kelly Rowland. We are seeing Kelly Rowland pop up everywhere. Like her latest song, finally, with the Amorphous. I'm really excited about it. I have been excited to just take on this project. I am going to bring part 2 and part 3 because as I go deeper, what I notice is that also another thing that I find to be very sad is that as Kelly begins to soar and take her wings, as she's always done since she's become a solo artist, and they've done this also to Michelle and the other ex-Destiny Child members, is that whenever they're doing like interviews about their new projects, they always find some way to bring it to Beyonce and question her or the other ex-members about Beyonce and make this about Beyonce. We are tired of that. She did an interview the other day recently where they started questioning her about Beyonce, and she says, you're not supposed to ask about that. And they, the media put it out as, Kelly Rowland shades Beyonce. No, Kelly Rowland is talking about Kelly Rowland. We are not talking about Beyonce. We do not want you to take every opportunity to interview these people to talk about somebody else when we're talking about her clothing line, where we're talking about her new single, where we're talking about her new EP, where we're talking about her new album. No, we want to hear about Kelly Rowland. Now that Beyonce is retired, we are hoping that we do not have to hear about the Beyoncés anymore. Kelly was doing the Voice, and one of the contestants was talking about their shyness and so on and so forth. And she says, imagine, being a group with Beyonce. And they take that to say, like, she needs to get over it and she's always bringing this up. No, she clearly let you know that, people would have issues, standing out and, stepping into the spotlight after being in the shadow of someone who has been in the spotlight since the day you met. Right? And where you were never given a chance to step into the spotlight beside that person ever, because even when you're recording, you're separated. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter what was presented to us. What matters is what really happened. All right. Now, this is not about Beyonce. This is about Kelly Rowland. This is about what we want to see. We want to see Kelly Rowland on the Shade Room blogs. We want to see them on black. We want to see her on black blogs. We want to see our artists, our dark skinned artists, being played, being promoted, especially if they're giving us good quality content now. Presently, this is not a where is she now or where are they now. This is a current, very current artist producing music, giving us EPs, giving us albums, should have been done a tour. And not to mention that she is 20 million records away from being tied with Destiny Child's records. 20 million records away, okay, from being tied with Destiny Child's records as a solo artist. That's impressive, okay? She's 2 Grammys away from being tied to their 3 Grammys because she's already gotten a Grammy. She is a Grammy winner, okay? She holds a Grammy. She's currently producing wonderful, great music that is inspiring, that is loved, okay, and needed and wanted. And now we wish to see Kelly Rowland being pushed. Rock Nation, we are crying out to you, like, help us to get Kelly Rowland on the radio. Whether she does the porno songs and the porno videos or the twinning or whatever agenda is there, push Kelly Rowland forward because we need to see her. We are tired of her being blackballed. We're tired of her being held back, and we're ready for her to be released. I decree and declare that it is Kelly Rowland time, Kelly Rowland season, and Kelly Rowland shall step forth into greatness. Well, I decree and declare that every project that she has be successful, be recognized, and that she'll receive her flowers now. Guys, I am finally done bringing you this tea. You know it's been coffee, tea, or Labrish. And as I said, with the Hitman song, I love Hitman, I love Black Magic. It gives me like, I don't know if Mr. Kelly Rowland's husband manager is an islander. I don't know who is an islander in the camp, but I love the feel, I love the flow, I love the beat, I love everything about the music that she's bringing to us now. And I definitely feel that this is the Kelly Rowland that has found herself, which is the Kelly that we've been looking for, the natural Kelly with the curly black hair, the natural Kelly that's embracing her coffee, embracing her blackness, embracing her different shades. We are excited. We're in love. And I am in love with Kelly Rowland. I am in love with Kelly Rowland music. I am in love with Kelly Rowland's look. I'm in love with her beautiful skin. I am in love. I'm in love with her humility. I am in love with her modesty. I am in love. I am willing and able to support Kelly Rowland as she is. No changes. I don't need leotards. I don't need her to be a selfie queen. I just need her to come stand on the beach and sing the song. Thank you. Guys, as you know, it's been Coffee, Tea, or Labrish with Mona in the Fatigable Heights. I did bring what needed to be brung. No, there go. I did bring what needed to be brought in the lines of the elaborate La Roach and his legendary self. This has been Legendary Labrish, and we have been discussing the legendary Kelly Rowland. And I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for giving me your energy. I want to thank you for going now to go find coffee, flour, and playing it for the next year, for the rest of 2021. I am excited that we will be taking on Kelly Rowland's Just Fab line, clothing line, which is very economical and rightly priced for us people, because you know us people like economical things, especially me. And her bodycon dress that she is wearing in her bodycon dress that she is wearing right here, this gray dress that is a multifaceted dress that you can wear while pregnant, while working, while having dinner, while walking down Fifth Avenue, while in Manhattan, while in Brooklyn, while in Queens, while in LA, wherever you are, you can rock it. I'm excited. I want to thank you so much, and I want to tell you that nabad at all. Good night. Coffee, tea, and Labrish. You don't know the thing already. Kelly Rowland to the world. Thank you. Jera! And now I am going to leave. Guys, you know I'm a complete mess. I just learned how to do this. I wanted to bring you the tea and show you the pictures and everything, so I'm excited about that. She went to sleep. We've been working on this for quite a few hours, but we're excited because I finally got to bring you my Kelly Rowland, free Kelly Rowland's career piece, and I'm excited about it. And we're going to be doing Maya next. Maya is next. I'm also going to bring you the legendary Labrish of the week. You know, I want to talk about Britney Spears, and I want to talk about the Normandy video that we want to break down with the Cardi B and the nakedness and the twinning imagery and all of these things. So catch Coffee Tea at Labrish, and I will be coming soon. And you have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Oh, you want to stop it. I know, it seems like